It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Bengals at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
12, 11. Stop.
From the 41, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
11 MT. 12.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here we go. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to pass. Tua. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Okay,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
That one complete to Hill.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's Mixon on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On one, right?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First down there for T. Higgins. Don't let it be lost in Jamar Chase's phenomenal season. The Higgins had a big year for Cincinnati as well. Topped the 1,000-yard plateau for the first time, and he did it despite missing a few games with injuries. The third-year man could give Cincy a pair of Pro Bowlers at the position here in 2022.
First down. Here's Burrow. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase,
29 yards.
and the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 31,
Tua.
and that is incomplete here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go, here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Through the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Finding room at midfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Bryan Edwards, 70 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35. Six. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They gotta go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it before the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 Thomas.
From the 24, Burrow. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. After the turnover, it's Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the set.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Tua. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on second and long.
Tua.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Williams to return. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think